Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome back to ThasIt. Well, another attack in a Jewish community on Sunday, June 1st, at Boulder, Colorado. So, a crazy man, Mohamed Soliman, 45 years old, Egyptian, attacked six Jewish people from out of not out of but doing a peaceful protest. Okay, a peaceful protest trying to say they want the hostages that's been in captivity to be released. And this unhinged man, Muhammad, dumped a Molotov cocktail and set these people on fire. And there were the ages between 67 through 88. Elderly people, you guys, elderly Jewish people. Set them on fire because this unhinged man was yelling, "Free Palestine." Now, I'm just sick and tired. Left and right, Jewish people are being attacked for no apparent reason because you have some crazy, unhinged people don't know what they're doing, what they're saying, and they feel like they need to attack innocent Jewish people for no apparent reason. I'm sick of it. And it's happening on our American soil in the United States of America. I'm sick of it, okay? They didn't ask for this war, neither of these countries, okay? Let me rephrase that. The people in the country, in their country, they didn't ask for this war. It happened, okay, on October 6th. Innocent women and children or babies were killed, beheaded, raped, murdered, captured. God knows what happened to them, okay? I condemn it all on both sides, the Israel and the Palestinians. I'm not picking sides here, you guys. Okay, I am pro-life, and I've been very, very stand on this. Okay, what happened on October 6th, I condemn it. It should never have happened. Period. They should have found a solution to not have this war started. They should have prevented this war. This has been going on with both of them for like so many years, you guys, and they still haven't come up with a two-state solution, which they should have done that a long time ago. But innocent people are crossed in the mix of this war, when it shouldn't even been started in the first place. But you have that what's his name, Yahoo, whatever, the president of Israel, don't want this war to end. He just want to continue going on and on and on. It's just disgusting. Disgusting. Okay? And what's happening here, what happened last month in DC, two Jewish people were shot and killed attending a museum. Like, this is just outrageous, you guys. Like, when this is going to end, when this is going to stop. And this is the unhinged man, Muhammad. Okay, 45 years old. And get this, you guys, he's been here illegally for 2 years. 2 years, which I'm not surprised or shocked. 2 years this man's been here in the United States. Okay, 2 years. Now the question is, will they process him due process, or will he be deported back to his country to be charged for this murder? I hope he stays here. I hope he stays in this country and they throw the book at him. Let him not be deported, because even though he was here illegally for the last 2 years, he committed a hate crime against these people, okay? These people did not deserve to be set on fire by a Molotov cocktail, okay? They were doing a peaceful protest to free. They wanted the hostages to be free in Gaza. What's wrong with that? And you have these despicable, unhinged people thinking that they can just attack Jewish people left and right for no apparent reason. It is absolutely wrong. I have Jewish friends. I have a Jewish niece. I can't even imagine if someone did that to her. I will go crazy. How can anyone feel safe and protected if you can't even do a peaceful protest? They have rights to do that. That is their First Amendment rights to do a peaceful protest. You cannot take that away from them. And then you're just trying to fear them. And I hope and pray they don't fear out of this hatred, because no one should be fearful. Everyone have a right to protest. That is your First Amendment right, to protest, to stand what you believe in. Whether I believe it's right or wrong, No, excuse me, whether I agree with it or not, that doesn't matter. Everyone has a right to protest, whether you agree with it or not. You shouldn't be attacking someone because you don't like them, you don't like their race, you don't like their background. And then this crazy man Mohammed was yelling, "Free Palestine," making no sense, talking craziness. And then you had people in the background trying to reason with this guy. You can't reason with a crazy. You cannot reason with unhinged person, especially when they have two bottles of gasoline, whatever he had in his hand, a bottle spray that he can just set anyone on fire. You can't reason with someone that lost their mind. And you have some people who will try to reason with him. And you can't. How can you reason crazy? You cannot reason crazy. You can pray for them, and hopefully they realize, oh my gosh, I just snapped. But he didn't do that. The police officer had to, not subdue him, but tell him that, listen, get down on the ground. And luckily, he got down on the ground and they arrested the son of a bitch. Excuse my language. Because I'm upset. I am pissed off. I am tired of seeing and hearing Jewish people in their community getting attacked for no apparent reason. They don't deserve this. And if it was someone who was Palestine, I would say exactly the same thing. I just want to be very, very clear because I am pro-life. I'm not picking sides. A life is a life. And when someone takes someone's life out of hate crime, out of cruelty, that is wrong. I condemn it. Just like I condemn October 6th. I condemn what happened yesterday. I condemn what happened last month in DC. I condemn it all. Okay? This is unacceptable and this shouldn't have happened, period. And when will it end? You guys, when will it end? I'm a loss for words here. That I'm just so angry and upset that this keeps happening to the Jewish community. Have they been through enough? Have the Palestine people been through enough? We all should be coming together as brothers and sisters to reunite, to end this war. Enough bloodshed has been going on for the last how many years? And this war too. Enough is enough. We all need to come together in peace. Whether you agree what's going on in Israel and Palestine, it shouldn't matter. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, you don't know what you're talking about, Cheryl. You're not there. You're not. Yeah, obviously I'm not there. Obviously I'm not reporting what's happening here, but I can read. I see what's going on, that innocent women and children are being raped, beheaded. God knows worse what's happening to them, and men. Rubbles are just falling on their bodies, trapped in caves. And, it's just crazy to me. When they should come up with a two-state solution, they should come up with that, and just end the war and have peace instead of like getting rid of all these people in Gaza, because it seems like that's what Israel is trying to do. They're trying to. It's like genocide. They're trying to wipe them off. Like they don't exist. But when they've been living there for centuries, years, their families, their generation after generation been living there for a long time, and then they're just trying to wipe them off and kick them out when that is so wrong. I don't understand why they cannot have two-state solution. I don't understand the whole power dynamic and everything behind it. I don't understand that. I really don't. But I guess, when you want that much power, that much control, and that much bloodshed, it doesn't really matter to some people who's in charge of running both countries. When it needs to end. The violence needs to end on both ends. And in the United States of America, it needs to end. People need to know that they can have a peaceful protest, but not feeling fear, not feeling that they're going to be attacked, not feeling that they're going to be shot at or be set on fire. You may not agree what they're protesting, but they have a right to protest. That is their First Amendment rights, you guys. They have a right to do that in American soil, and you cannot take that away from them. Point blank, period. And if you don't like it, go to sleep. Go somewhere else. But that don't give you the right to attack someone at all. It's absolutely wrong and disgusting. And I condemn it all. All of it. Now, before I go, I want to show you a footage of the crazy man, the unhinged Mohammed, and I I'm following the YouTube guidelines, and there's nothing very what's the word? Nothing gruesome, okay? Because I need to respect YouTube's guidelines and everyone else. And if this is very disturbing to you guys, please take a step, walk away. And I completely understand, but I want my viewers to see this unhinged man, what he was trying to do, and people are trying to reason with this man. And like I said, you cannot reason with crazy. You cannot. What you can do is just back away and wait for the law enforcement to do what they need to do because they're more equipped to this not incident, to this situation. Okay, so take a look. Take a listen. Excuse me. It's reloading. Sorry, guys. Oops. Lost you there. I'm back. Sorry. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm sorry, guys. We can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing. We can. Not here. Unhinged. No shirt. Freaking crazy. Spraying alcohol. He's making Molotov cocktails. Molotov cocktails.
About 1:26 p.m. today. At that time, Boulder dispatch received several calls to the county courthouse located at 1325 Pearl Street here in Boulder. The initial callers indicated that there was a man with a weapon.
Now pause. Now this gentleman, which I don't know his name, trying to talk to this man, Mohammed, trying to reason with this guy. Again, why are you near him? He could have easily sprayed the Molotov cocktail and it set you on fire. Like, why would you even go near him or try to reason with him? Like I said, you cannot reason with unhinged crazy. But again, he was trying to see if he can just talk him down. You can't talk someone down. He is not a negotiator. Is everyone saying that right? Yeah. He's not that. He's not equipped to this. So why even try to even try?
And that people were being set on fire. The initial response by our officers, we were on scene very quickly. When we arrived, we encountered multiple victims that were injured with injuries consistent with burns and other injuries. While our officers and paramedics and fire department personnel got those victims quickly to the hospital, our officers were pointed out, a suspect was pointed out to our officers on the scene. Our officers immediately encountered that suspect who was taken into custody without incident. That suspect, who I'm not able to ID at this time, was taken to the hospital with some minor injuries as well. And there's a lot more we're investigating right now before I'm able to release information on that person. What I will say lastly is this was a beautiful Sunday afternoon in downtown Boulder on Pearl Street, and this act is unacceptable. I hope you'll join me this evening as we're working through this investigation. We are working, I just came from the command post. We've got dozens and dozens of people here, our state, local, and federal partners, working through this to figure out exactly what happened. I ask for a little bit of patience as we do that, but also I ask that you join me in thinking about our victims, the families of those victims, and everyone involved in this tragedy. Our hearts go out to them, and we are going to do everything we can to work as hard as we can throughout the evening to provide more information to get answers for everyone.
Okay. Stop right there. So yeah. And my heart goes out to the victims and to their families. I'm going to be praying for them. They pull through. No one should go through that. No one should go through that attack. It's just really ridiculous. It shouldn't have happened. Like the police officer said, it was a peaceful Sunday afternoon. It was a peaceful protest, but it seemed like this Mohammed guy was just waiting for these people to come out and to attack innocent elderly people for no apparent reason because they just wanted to do a peaceful protest to return the hostages. That was the protest was all about, to return the hostages back to their family. That's all they were doing. And this crazy unhinged man set them on fire. Now, at the time when the police officer said they didn't know the identity of the gentleman, which I just provided you, Mohammed, 45-year-old, and yeah, and so he is going to be charged. We just don't know if it's going to be due process here in the United States or they're going to deport him back. I hope they don't deport him back. Like I said, I hope he gets due process here and they throw the book at that idiot, okay? Because he is a complete idiot and lost his mind. And what he needs is Jesus. He really do. And my heart, like I said, my heart goes out to the victims. I will be praying for them and their family that they get a speedy recovery. And this is a hate crime, okay? I don't care how many ways you slice it and dice it. This is a hate crime. This was a terrorist attack against them, okay? This is anti-Semitic terrorism, and this needs to end. This needs to end. This got to stop, okay? Innocent people should not be attacked like that, period. I don't care what background you are. There's no reason for it, and I condemn it. And I hope something gives. I hope that, President Trump and their administrator team will do something about it and take action because enough is enough. Okay, a lot of people have been slaughtered enough. Okay, let them have peace. Let them do their protests in peace. And I would say exactly the same thing on the other side. For me, there's no sides here. I'm all about life. I'm all about First Amendment rights. I'm all about protesting as long as peaceful. Whether you agree of their protests or not, that's your problem. But you don't have the right to attack Jewish people, man. You don't have the right. You're despicable if you do that. Despicable. And Mohammed, he's disgusting. He's a despicable human being. And I pray and hope that God has mercy on that man's soul. I really do. I don't hate him. I feel sorry for him. I really do. Because all that hatred towards Jewish people is just ridiculous. There's no need for it. We all should love our brothers and sisters. That's what it says in the Bible. We should not have hate with one another. We should love each other and respect one another, whether you agree with their point of view or not. There's no need for it here in the United States. There's no need for it anywhere. This is why the war needs to stop. The killing, the act of violence needs to stop. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Let me know if you really like this video. And if you do, please like, share, and comment. Let me know your thoughts about this whole incident that happened on Sunday. I really appreciate each and one of you. And please pray for the victims and their family. And I hope they have a speedy recovery. And I also pray they throw the book at this idiot, Mohammed. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. That's it. And I will see you guys next time.